everybody. As the weather starts to warm up, you know what they say. We're not the only ones who want to be outside. Our dogs are also yearning to get out in the outdoors as well. But between plant pesticides and grass growers, there are some serious hazards lurking in our lawns.
Here to tell us all about it is veterinarian Dr. Barbara Royal and her pal Moxie. Thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
This is Moxie.
Moxie's got plenty of it.
I
doesn't
know,
she?
honestly, she's like ready to go.
Well, tell us a little bit about, how do we keep our pets safe, and how much of a concern is there about the stuff we put in our lawn and how that might impact their health?
Well, there is a big concern. I mean, if you look at this little dog, for example, how close are we to the ground? Her little nose is going to be in the dirt. She's not, I mean, right now she's wearing a harness, but in general, they're mostly naked.
Right.
So if they roll around in the grass and you've just put some kind of fertilizer chemical or a pesticide or an herbicide or a fungicide on it, even if you follow the manufacturer's instructions about waiting until it dries and doing all of that, they actually have problems. They'll get risk from it, and they've proven it now. They've been doing studies. 70% of animals that are tested, oh, Moxie, it's all right. 70% of animals that are tested show traces of these chemicals in their urine. And a lot of the problems are things like bladder cancers and things like that. So we're starting to get serious about paying attention to what the effect of these chemicals are on our pets.
So, Dr. Royal, what kind of chemicals should pet owners be looking for when they go out and purchase some fertilizer? Because so many of us go to one of the big chains out there and just buy the fertilizer and put it down on the grass.
Well, interestingly, there's a new fertilizer that I've been actually consulting with a little bit because I've got tired of seeing animals coming in sick from all of these chemicals. So they are available in pet stores, and that's called Playsafe. I think we've got it there, but the Playsafe is one fertilizer. There are more coming because people are really trying to pay attention to this. Getting it at a pet store may be a first sign of maybe it'll be safe for your pets, but you have to be careful anyway. Still follow the instructions and make sure it's completely dry. A lot of pesticides go out in a little plastic coating, and the fertilizers will go in a plastic coating that's meant to sit there for a long time, which is fine because eventually it degrades, but if your animals eat that plastic coating isn't safe either.
What might be a sign that our pets have consumed some portion of a fertilizer or something that's been put on the lawn or whatever?
Well, some of the problems are sort of quiet and some of them are more dramatic. They can foam at the mouth, they can vomit, they can just feel ill, but some of them are more chronic where they'll get cancers, have immune system problems, or even behavior problems associated with some of these chemicals. So, and you're seeing it in people too. They're bringing it in on their hair coat, and your kids are going to be at risk as well if they bring these things in on their coat and you're petting them.
And you're not just talking about fertilizers and pesticides out there. We just had a list up there on the screen. Let's show everybody at home again what you're talking about, because I just noticed in this information that we had on the screen, you have mulch up there.
A lot of mulches are mixed with things. There's cocoa mulch even that has different types of chemicals, and then the cocoa in there that's toxic to dogs. So there's a lot of things.
And fleas, ticks, and mosquitoes out there.
When people are doing protection for fleas and ticks, they're putting pesticides, actual pesticides, on their pet, and we think it's safe because the manufacturer says, oh, use gloves when you put it on, but then as long as it's dry, it's safe. But they've shown through glove testing that actually it's not safe. You're still getting exposed to it in your own home.
So is this more so information for people out in the suburbs, or is this also for city dogs out here?
A lot of people in the city, even though they're not necessarily that exposed to fleas or ticks, a lot of people in the city are still religiously putting these pesticides on their pets every month, and they're getting exposed to it, and their animal. I mean, there's a reason why we don't put pesticides on ourselves when we go out in the woods.
Exactly.
Because it's pretty dangerous.
So, Doctor, for more info, where do you want to send people?
My website at royaltreatmentvetcenter.com. We have a lot of information on products that are really safe and things like that. So if you want, go ahead and go look at that.
All right. Dr. Royal and Moxie, thanks so much
for
joining us.
Nice job, dog whisperer. You got Moxie to quiet down.
Moxie wants mama now, okay? Thank you so much. Thanks so much.
All right, back with more of Good.